So the process of making is that we throw on a potter's wheel these pieces which are hollow enclosed forms, and that gives us a sturdy base on which we can then sculpt. So the process of making chicken is a hollow ball which I'm beginning to start bashing around to make it into the round shape, to create the chicken shape. A bit noisy. Just giving it a simple shape, the simple sort of feel of where the bits of the chicken would be, which I can then add to. So this will be the front and this will be the back. And then we're going to make a piece to make the tail, which will be rolled out. So the shape for the tail. And then I have to decide where I want the tail to go. And then cut into this, and that's when you can see that it is hollow, because I'm going to open it up. So it's just a hollow piece. And then the tail on. Smooth it round. And I'll probably have to then leave that to dry for a little bit before I move on to the next bit, because you have to do it in slow bits. And the clay that we use is a clay that is produced by Scarva, made over here in Ireland, in Northern Ireland in fact. And it's called Ashraf Hannah. And it's really good for the raku process because it's got quite a lot of what they call grog in it, which is fired bits of clay, which means that it withstands the thermal shock when it comes out of the kiln at 1,000 degrees. So that's the beginning of the tail, which I'll then let dry. And Richard over there has got the beginning of a hair.
Yeah, so we it started off as a thrown piece, this time as more of a cylinder. I've my favourite smacker, which I bought off a little man outside the Kruger National Park in South Africa. It's actually a porridge stirrer, but it's perfect for just tapping and shaking. And things like the hairs, we make quite a lot of them, so they're no real problem. A lot of the work is, I have a problem with car boot sales and junk shops. So we go around, or I go around, looking for odd pieces. And quite often the odd pieces designate what we're actually going to make. So the other day I came across it's actually an egg warmer. And I couldn't resist it. And it was a couple of pounds from a junk shop, egg warmer, stick a chicken on the top, so we've got our perfect egg warmer. And the same goes for a lot of the other bits and pieces. You know, what can we find, what use can we put in it? So everything's about trying to recycle them, because the hornbill on the top here is actually on an old carpenter's plough plane, which is in itself a wonderful piece of sculpture. But nobody uses them now, so you've got to use them, find a use for them other than throw them out. So any pun as well, anything we can basically take the mickey out of, our crippled cot, our cocktail shakers. Recently I've been looking for old jugs. So fresh eggs have got to have chickens coming out of them. Milk jugs have got to have cows coming out of them. Guinness mugs have got to have drunkard Irishmen coming out of them. No, I didn't say that. And so the selection on the top here are odd bits and pieces that have been found and recycled.